Howdy folks, Grebner here with Grebner Outdoors. New videos every Saturday. So if you don't want to miss out on your Grebner Outdoors Saturday morning cartoon awesomeness, make sure to click subscribe and check my channel every Saturday for new videos. I'm an attention whore, I admit it. I love reading your comments. Today we're going to be talking about how to crest and fletch arrows.
When you are fletching up 3 dozen arrows, it is an absolute grind. Very similar to grinding out smithing levels in Skyrim, so that you can make the Daedric armor. Now in the end it ends up being worth it, but while you're doing it, it really sucks. Now, arrow smithing or arrow fletching or arrow crafting is very meditative and yet repetitive, mind-numbing, and boring. Now it is important that you put spirit to your arrow and that you make your tackle with love. And so that is why I distinguish my arrows with a cresting wrap. You saw me roll it out there on the board, and now I am taking double stick Fletch tape to the quill side of my feathers. I like Fletch tape because it sets up a lot faster, because as you might have gathered from this dialogue already, I don't have a lot of patience. Now it's important that once you get your Fletch tape on your feathers, that you let them set. Normally, when I'm doing this many arrows, I will fletch every single feather with tape, stack them up, and then let them set until I get all the cresting wraps on the arrows. That way when I go back through, the feathers are all set up and ready for the other step, which is putting them in the clamp and pulling off the actual other side of the Fletch tape. You want to make sure that you get it good and smooth and lined up with the quill, and a scissors is pretty much a requirement. Now I'm going to let these particular feathers set up, mostly because I forgot my clamp back in my living room and I'm doing this outside and had to run and get it. Now I've got my feather lined up with a mark. That way all my arrows are fletched identically. The bright color, or in this case the green, is the cock vein. The reason that it's called a cock vein on the shaft, yeah, it's not as dirty as it sounds, if only, right? The reason that it's called a cock vein on the shaft is because you would have a cock pheasant, which is brightly colored, and a hen pheasant, which is dull colored. And you also, traditionally speaking, would cock the vein out from the bow, or cock the feather in this case out from the bow. Here you see me removing the tape and placing the Fletch clamp into place, into the jig. And compared to gluing on veins, this is remarkably fast. Now I rotate once I've got the proper feather seating, put my feather into the clamp, and repeat. As I said, while this is very wonderful and meditative and organic behavior, it is as mind-numbing as grinding out smithing level 100 in Skyrim. So I've got my feather in, I've set it in place with a good push. Now I take off my clamp, and here we have a fully crested and fletched safari arrow.
As always, God bless all my sportsmen of America. Join the NRA to protect our rights. Please check out my friends over at SOETacticalgear.com. Thank you very much to those of you involved in law enforcement and those of you serving in the military. And thanks for watching Tex Grebner Outdoors.